What we saw last week was a budget with no vision, no plan for getting us to net zero, no plan to drive investment in renewables and low-emission technology, no plan to boost the rollout of EVs, no plan for retrofitting homes. The British people deserve better than this. The windfall tax on oil and gas profits, which the government extended by 1 year until 2029, will raise an additional £1.5 billion, according to the Chancellor. After the tax introduced in May 2022, it raised £2.6 billion in its first year. Think of what those billions could do if they're properly directed towards our net zero goal. The funds from the windfall tax could be ring-fenced for renewable energy, fixing our grid, green skills training and securing the well-paid jobs of the future, our green transition. But they just disappear into a Treasury black hole. When will the government end the absurd practice of subsidies for industrial-scale wood burning? We heard nothing about this in the budget last week. Drax Power Station burns wood pellets imported from North America to produce energy. They've had a subsidy of £11 billion of taxpayers' money, and it's considered a renewable energy power station. Drax depends on government subsidies for its support. When Drax was a coal power plant, it emitted 10 million tonnes of carbon. In 2022, Drax, now burning wood, emitted 12 million tonnes of carbon. Drax is the UK's biggest emitter of CO2. These funds, which subsidise Drax, could be redirected to funding generally green and renewable technology. But under this government, these funds are fuelling the climate crisis. Marlborough Friend from Worsley and Eccles gave an excellent speech, including on the crisis in live music venues. I support the tax credits for the film industry, for the video games industry, for orchestras. Why is there a tax credit for live music venues? We on this side of the House have a vision. Labour has a vision for Britain's future, for a green, sustainable, clean energy future, and we have a plan to deliver it. Labour will introduce a proper windfall tax to the massive profits of oil and gas companies. Labour and government will go further than the Conservatives and raise the windfall tax on oil and gas profits from 75 to 78% until 2029. And the Labour government will create a new national wealth fund with £7.3 billion that will be invested in the jobs that can rebuild Britain's industrial strength and crowd in private investments in our ports, gigafactories, hydrogen, and protect our steel industry. Steel industry the government have allowed to fail. Labour will create Great British Energy, a new publicly owned energy company that will champion the green energy to give us real energy independence. Great British Energy will invest and deliver projects in partnership with the private sector. With our commitment of ambitious £8.3 billion capitalisation of Great British Energy, will invest in clean, homegrown powers that will cut Britain's energy bills. Great British Energy will invest in leading-edge clean energy technology like floating offshore wind, hydrogen and tidal. Labour is committed to clean power by 2030 and will pioneer offshore tidal by fast-tracking at least 5 gigawatts of capacity, more than doubling our onshore wind capacity to 35 gigawatts, more than tripling solar power to 50 gigawatts and quadrupling offshore wind with an ambition of 55 gigawatts. And we'll also double the government's target on green hydrogen with 10 gigawatts, particularly for use in the steel industry. Labour's British Jobs Bonus Plan will boost new clean energy jobs by rewarding clean energy developers with a British Jobs Bonus. They invest in good jobs and supply chains here at home. Labour allocate a fund of up to £500 million starting from 25-26 to invest in these industries. It will guarantee 35,000 new jobs in those industries. The government stole a number of Labour policies last week. Maybe they'll think about these as well, because they've clearly missed an opportunity to create our energy transition. After 14 years of Conservative failure on climate change, Labour is ready to invest in Britain's clean energy future, ready to make Britain a world leader on climate change, ready to drive investment in renewables and low-emission technologies, transform our energy sector to lower power bills, to create good, clean energy jobs for Britain's future. Thank you.